About to find out on the podcast. You're about to find out on the podcast on what animes I've seen.
Speaking of podcasts, that's a good segue into start on the episode.
Oh my god!
Trust me, I like doing that. Just starting recording just straight off.
He does. He's an absolute.
Jesus Christ!
He's an ass. He's an ass for it. Honestly, you could be talking about randomness and stuff, and then you find out it's like, hello.
Just wondering what level of swearing can I have on here?
No swearing.
Mediocre.
Damn it! Oh,
No swearing.
Try to keep it low. I try to keep it low. Dad tries to keep it quite low, so.
Because I edit over the swearing, and I don't want to edit, so no swearing.
Oh, great! I know what I'm doing.
You will be banned from this Discord server if you swear.
Oh my!
So you might have noticed that we have a guest on on today's episode.
Hello.
Why the hell do you sound like a girl?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ!
Mercy Almighty.
Welcome to episode 10 of a very peppery podcast.
Ooh.
Hello, welcome back to hell. You should say more like it, Dan.
We finally reached double digits.
Yay!
Whoop whoop.
Next big milestone's going to be like 50 or 100 or something.
That is if it keeps going that long.
That's if we keep it going.
But let's hope we do. I mean, I have too much fun again. Gives me something to do.
Yeah. Something I forgot to mention last week is that Avatar: Legend of Aang's 15 years old now.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Last Airbender. Which one do you think I was
we're
talking about?
We're talking about either the animated or the movie.
I'm talking about the cartoon. The
I'm making sure that's all.
the Last Airbender film sucks.
Of course it does.
You've got to forgive this one. He's quite slow.
Hey, pack that in. Okay. Hey, yeah, we both come from the same place. Okay, so if I am, so are you.
Well, that means
Wrecked.
Dan is as well. Let's not forget you're from here as well, Dan. So.
Aha! Oh yeah.
At least I have at least a little bit of common sense compared to you two.
So,
What? Right.
Dan,
What part are you from? What part are you from?
What?
He's in.
God damn it! You're making me edit, Ian.
Around the centre.
And you see, you've got common sense. Are you taking the mic?
Can I just say it? Just I can read.
Damn it! He's got that over me.
And I've got it over Dan as well. Haven't I, Dan?
Are you as illiterate as I am?
I have an idea.
Hello?
Oh no.
I shall kick them from the Discord channel.
Hello.
What in the world? What was that about?
Damn you,
Nice.
Dan.
I'm so confused.
That's Dan being Dan for you.
Yeah. The My Hero Academia film was actually a really decent anime film. I was talking to you, Ian, about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was over Discord.
Yeah.
That's the best, wasn't
It did feel more like a film than the first film being just like a long episode.
Yeah, that's what you want, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It to actually feel like a proper movie.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, most anime films just feel like a really long episode.
The film let all of the characters have like their own spot, and all of them had all 20 of them had opportunity to shine.
That's what you want, though.
Yeah.
You want it to show the good side.
Yeah. It was good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you how much would you recommend it?
As from a My Hero Academia fan going into this film, I'll give it a solid 7.8, 7.9.
Not bad.
That's not a bad rating. And if you were going into it as if you weren't as into the series as you are?
Probably about 5 or 6, because you just wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, well, that's me. That's me, bummed. Damn it.
If you want, I'm gonna. You want to know what animes I've only seen? It's a very limited few.
If you want.
The only animes I've seen are Dragon Ball Z. The first episode to the episode where they recruited Sanji of One Piece.
So, episode something.
No word of a lie, I've only seen the first. I've only seen not even half of the first season.
I mean, when you think about One Piece, it's got like 800...
9.
900?
Over 9. No, over 900!
Over 9,000!
Wouldn't surprise me. I've seen Hellsing.
I love Hellsing.
I've seen Hellsing Ultimate.
Sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah,
but
go
as
for
of
it.
January 26th this year, One Piece has 919 episodes as of
Jesus.
As of the 26th last month.
I swear to God, they're probably gonna do like a big finale for like for the 1,000th episode.
Yeah, Bleach has 366, Naruto Shippuden has 500, and Dragon Ball GT has 64.
We don't talk about GT, okay? Leave that out. Leave that out.
Is that one of those heretical
We get that Super Saiyan 4 was amazing. That's it. Anyway, so I've seen Dragon Ball Z. I've seen like not even half of season 1 of One Piece. I've seen Hellsing. I've seen Hellsing Ultimate.
I love the
And I got forced and baited to watch Monster Monsume.
I love that anime. Monster Monsume is a good anime, though. It is a good anime.
Literally, the one thing, because I don't really watch anime that much, how much I do love it, though. My mate Connor literally said, "Do you like?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Why? He's like, "How much?" Like, firstly, let's get away from this subject straight away. He was like, "No." He was like, "What do you think about what would you say if you seen a big, huge half snake, half woman with a on the one side, skin, on the second side."
Hey, Dan. Timestamp.
Oh, kicked him from the server. I didn't mean to do that.
You actually booted him from
Yeah, I
the
actually
Discord
kicked him
server.
out of the server.
Oh, you
I was meant to disconnect him from the channel. I seriously was meant to kick him from the channel.
Oh, I forgot I can't swear. So anyway.
No. What happened was Dan had accidentally kicked you from the server rather than the voice call.
I forgot I can't swear. I'm a person who swears a lot. Anyway, at first hand I was like, well, scaly. And the second hand, a woman with maybe not. And he's like, just watch Monster Monsume. I was like, why? And all of a sudden I heard moaning, and he shows us a video of this from an alien. I was like, what's that? He's like, you'll find out in episode such and such. I was like, I'm getting into so much here.
Sue, the slime.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, God. Watched every single episode.
I'm going to admit this. I've watched seasons 1 to 3. I have watched them from start to finish. I've watched them. I haven't watched the 4th season.
I'm always up for like new anime.
Well,
as you know, I like as in the fact that I like Dragon Ball, kind of One Piece. I want to get into Naruto. No word of a lie. And I like Hellsing, so I kind of like fighting and zombies and vampires and blood.
I just don't want to get into any long-running animes. To be fair.
I don't care really.
Yeah.
It's like if they're good, and I can get into it. People keep recommending us. Is it wrong to date a girl in a dungeon?
Is it wrong? That's what Dad's.
I'm not sure whether to watch that. To be fair,
I haven't watched it. I think I've read bits of the manga. I can't remember.
But
I've definitely seen clips of it though. Hestia is breastia.
but yeah, they're the only animes I've seen.
I've seen quite a few.
If you want to recommend anything, I've been screamed at of someone to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I think everyone's been screamed at to watch JoJo.
You can't call yourself a real fan unless you watched it, so I'll have to.
No word of a lie. He was like, "Oh, you need to watch JoJo," and I was like, "Yeah, I might watch it." And he was like, "No, you need to watch JoJo." I was like, "Okay, I might. Okay."
I'm throwing away my humanity, JoJo.
You need to watch JoJo. I was like, "Dude, chill."
I never forgive the Japanese.
Yeah. Huh? Kakyoin!
The only thing from JoJo, if I'm getting this right, I'm not even going to attempt it. Doesn't matter. No, that was I was about to quote a whole different anime. That was off. The one I was about to quote was My Hero Academia. The only line from that is Plaza Ultra. That's it.
Dan likes that. Dan's a real fanboy of that anime.
Oh, I'm trying to think of a.
Didn't you? Ian,
goodness.
Ian, didn't you recommend me like an anime that was all about an octopus trying to kill people?
Oh, Assassination Classroom.
Assassination Classroom's good.
That's watching it. I've got 2 of the physical copies of the manga up on my shelf. I need to get around to reading them. It is good. It is brilliant. It is funny, but
the first 25 episodes of Death Note's really good.
I watched the first episode of that and never liked it.
That's fair enough.
I just couldn't get into it. The only 2 anime I've actually tried to watch and never got into it were Death Note and the first ever series of Full Metal Alchemist. I just watched it and I was like, firstly, your boy's in a metal suit. Why? And they never explained it, and I was like, I kind of get it now because people have said
me and Reeves everywhere are very angry at you.
Guess what? Come at me.
Let's put it this way, John. You wouldn't be able to hit. Well, you'd hit him, but it wouldn't do anything.
Right. Firstly, you're lucky I can't swear.
Do you like cute girls? Do you like cute anime girls?
I like you, so yeah.
Okay then. Do you like tanks?
Tanks.
Cute girls and panzers.
Yes.
I've seen a dating simulator that was all about tanks.
Oh my god. Don't bring that up, please.
Why? It was funny. Panzer 4 for the win.
Here is an anime I want you to watch. I posted it in general. It's called Girls und Panzer. Literally, cute schoolgirls fighting each other in tanks. It is adorable. It is amazing.
Cool.
I've actually got a plush of a tank and a model.
It took you ages to get that, didn't it?
I know. Moving on real quick. Some Pokemon news for you. Pokemon Adventures Black 2 and White 2. The manga approaches its end. The manga is coming to an end for that.
1 minute. Black and White 2 are just ending.
Yes, they're coming to an end. Shogakukan's Sunday Webry manga website published the second installment of the final chapter of the Hinderoki Kosuka and Satoshi Yamato's Pokemon Adventures Black 2 and White 2 Pokemon Special B2 W2 manga, the 11th part of the Pokemon Adventures series, on Friday. The chapter teaches that the final chapter of fighting will be in the next installment. The manga publishes monthly on the website and app. The manga had returned from a hiatus for over 1 year with its 19th chapter in March 2019. So...
The Gen 5 games were my least favourite Pokemon games.
How far back are the manga to the anime?
I don't know. I don't really...
Well,
follow it.
Black and White was Gen 5, and they've literally just... I think they're literally about to just start. Like, if the manga's at Gen 5, and the games have just literally released Gen 8.
8.
Jesus.
Aye, but sometimes it's like many anime have done the manga. Obviously, the manga's being posted.
Oh, no.
Parts are
I'm
being
right.
made, so they've got to divert. That's probably where the some of the other gens come from.
Yeah, I know about the mangas because Dragon Ball Super is kind of finished, but the manga's still going strong. Where Vegeta is basically there's a planet in Dragon Ball Z where Goku goes. I can't remember the names. Where Goku goes to this planet after defeating Frieza and Namek, and he like learns how to do instant transmission. Vegeta in the manga apparently got like really frustrated that he couldn't get to surpass Goku, and the fact that he hated being a god because he didn't want to get god status because he didn't feel like an actual Super Saiyan. I don't know the logistics of it. So he literally went to that planet, not only learned instant transmission, but he learned everything else that he could literally get from them. And I think he now evolved into a new Super Saiyan. Because Super Saiyan God isn't actually a Super Saiyan transformation; it's just a God transformation. So Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3 are the canon ones. 4 isn't canon because it was in GT, but it should be. They're the natural 3 transformations for Super Saiyan, and then the other side of things, you've got Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is just Super Saiyan God Blue. So the Super Saiyan God transformations are different to the actual Super Saiyan transformations. So Vegeta could literally be getting Super Saiyan 4, but he could look different than we actually know it, because Super Saiyan 4 actually made them look like a half primate and half human, because that's what they are, because Saiyans are monkeys. And they have the Ozaru form, and that's what they're like, a mix, like amalgamation. That's the word, amalgamation of the human form and the monkey form. But I have no idea what the actual form looks like, and the new if they've actually got it out. And I'm pretty happy that Vegeta's literally surpassed Goku in a sense, even though this Ultra Instinct rubbish that he's brought out is a thing. I'm not a fan of Goku. I love Vegeta better. Vegeta's the boy. Margin Vegeta's best boy. Anyway, talking about Dragon Ball, brilliant segue for me. Evo have brought out their lineup for this year's tournament. Evo is a fighting game tournament. And people sign up, and people basically win trophies for different fighting games. The lineup is Street Fighter 5 Champions Edition, Tekken 7, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, obviously.
Dan would probably enjoy that game. You don't, Dan.
It's fun. It's really hard to go professional in that game. With like 70 odd characters.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
I think I've heard of that.
Under Night in Birth.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Soul Calibur 6. And Sam Show, which is Samurai Showdown. And the surprise entrant of the 10th anniversary Champions Edition of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is ancient. Like, we're talking about probably, I don't get, like, quote me if I'm wrong, maybe PS2 days, maybe PS2, maybe Xbox 360, PS3, maybe, not that sure. But there's a problem. Mortal Kombat's not in. Mortal Kombat, since Mortal Kombat 9, I think, have been at Evo. But it's been weird why Mortal Kombat's not in. Now, I've had my own theory of Mortal Kombat's had I think it's got its own tournament, and it's been in so many other tournaments. I just think Evo were like, we don't want it. They've got that, so
yeah.
But it's also been theorized that there wasn't enough people actually signing up for it, so they were like, well, what's the point having a 6A guesstimate, a 16 bracket system if you've only got 10 people? So
it's understandable, yeah. Quickly,
I think that's a good segue onto something I want to talk about.
Ooh.
So obviously, Pokemon has its own tournaments as well, and 7-year-old, I'll let one of you try to pronounce that.
Give us a go. I like to be
Simone Lim is Osenius.
New adorable Pokemon champion. She's 7 years old and she's just really adorable. She's got an Eevee plush as well. It's really adorable. I think it was in the junior Pokemon VGC tournament.
Not bad.
Here's a bit of news concerning the current purge, the scourge, if you will, of humanity. This coronavirus.
Oh, why we're talking about this? Please, something else.
The beer virus?
This links to an anime.
Oh, what?
The anime, The Misfit of Demon King Academy, the TV anime has been delayed to July due to the coronavirus. It's been delayed.
Damn.
So it's a bit upsetting. It was originally scheduled for an April premiere, but obviously due to the virus, they've had.
You know what really ticks me off though?
What?
My mate Natural. He sent me a picture of. He sent me a picture of different years of when Britain got the plague.
Yeah.
And the stupid thing was, it was every time a decade happened and it had 20 at the end of it.
Oh no.
And I was like, you know what? You need to shut up, man.
Yeah, I think we're
literally in technology at this moment, and we've probably got enough technology to battle it. All of a sudden, this coronavirus stuff comes along. I'm like, you know what? I just hate you.
Well, at the end of the day, it's different sorts of sciences that. We're technically using physics with a bit of, arguably a bit of chemistry, whereas biology isn't there.
What I find funny is when Italy has said that it's closing its borders, and it's like, nah, no one's allowed in because of this coronavirus stuff. It's like, you do know that no matter if you say no, Italy's closed, the coronavirus is going, it's closed, we can't leave. Like, what are we gonna do? It's like, no matter how you close it, the coronavirus can still flee from your country.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a virus. It can be. There are other ways to transmit a virus.
But I still think that out of all the countries that have had it, we've weirdly have been lucky.
Yeah, I mean we've just
because America they've got they have to pay for theirs. Canada, they might have been as lucky because Canada and Britain have free health service.
Yeah, we've got a free healthcare service.
Care.
We have been kind of lucky because the only suggestive stuff of the coronavirus has been a few people in Newcastle and and somebody said, "Oh, there's been 9 more cases." It's like, yeah, but do you not recognize that those 9 cases were from people who were from our country that just came from a different country?
Yeah, I mean, like, we've just had our first Briton die because of the virus.
Have we?
Yeah, it was announced that the first of a British person has died because of the virus.
Jeez.
I go into Newcastle every day, and I've just recovered from the flu, so I might have had coronavirus, and I would just never have known. Realistically speaking,
you wouldn't have.
To be honest, I'm overweight, so I could be having it right now. But I'm kind of lucky in a sense because I'm one of these people who are like, I never get sick when people get sick because my immune system literally fills it up and like uses it and it like keeps it inside of us and then fills me up. And one day it's like, you know what? Nah, sod ya. And then
just one giant purge.
Oh, you do not know. I don't want it. I hate it.
Moving on to a bit of gaming news here.
Ooh.
Escape from Tarkov is obviously it's a PC game. Apparently it fulfills one of Destiny's failed promises.
Ooh.
I'm not too sure how. Let me have a quick flick.
what was the name of the game again? Sorry.
Escape from Tarkov. I'm trying. I'd have to read it over fully and comment on it next week. But the title is How Escape from Tarkov Fulfills One of Destiny's failed promises.
I think one of my uni friends plays that.
Yeah. Subline is building emotional attachment to your guns isn't easy, but Escape from Tarkov's cruel PvP finds a way. And obviously, as per usual on PC Gamer, you get an advert for War Thunder. I've already played War Thunder on PC. I love the game. You don't need to keep reminding me of it.
Keep on the topic of games. Pokemon have released a new Pokemon.
Which one?
It's like a brand new Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
it's a dark grass type. It's a monkey.
It has the Cerebi color scheme.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Dan.
Hello.
Isekai Quartet 2, Episode 7. There's news of that. The community has rated it at 4.2.
Ouch. Yeah. To be fair, the second season isn't as good as the first.
I need to get into it. Although the image on here is Rem, best girl,
yes.
holding a chain which is wrapped around Albedo and Shaltair. I crap you not. There's the image taken straight from the thing. Have a look.
Lol.
My favorite thing about Isekai Quartet 2 is honestly the intro.
Talking of intros, obviously we all know this is probably old news now. One Punch rather. Why?
Why what?
One Punch? Why you change intro?
I dropped season 2 because season 2 was just not One Punch Man.
Yeah, One Punch Man is, as the name suggests, one punch.
It just didn't feel like One Punch Man, so it's just like, I'm not watching this anymore.
Yeah, I love One Punch. It's finished that intro. One Punch!
Weirdly enough, a weird segue, One Punch Man's getting a game. And apparently it's absolutely rubbish.
Is it already out?
No idea, but apparently it's just rubbish. And apparently one of Saitama's things is that he can punch you regularly, like in a normal fighting match, but he has a meter where if it fills up for I think it takes like a minute or so or like an hour to fill up, and when that bar's like filled, he literally can just kill you in one punch.
I mean, for game mechanics, you can't just pick Saitama and have an automatic win.
That's the problem.
To be fair,
like people can literally like in the gaming world, people can literally play footsies with you, where they can literally punch where they could punch and keep away, and I think that's what it means anyway. To basically just go in and out all they want. So if you're playing Saitama, all you have to do is just lead your opponent on until the moment that the bar is filled, and you can literally just end it and straight away.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a bit... That is a bit overwhelming, but obviously when you take it to the nature of Saitama himself, he is...
It's currently sitting on a 64 on Metacritic and a 3.7 user score on Metacritic.
And what is that?
Well, the
out of
game.
10?
Yeah, the game.
Is
It was released two days ago.
Is that out of 10?
Yeah, that's out of 10.
A 3.7 out of 10?
Yes.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ, that is low.
It's a problem. Like, the problem is like, what are you gonna expect when you literally basing the game around a dude who literally just defeats their opponent in one punch? I get it if it's like if it's an assist or like a fatality kind of, but I'll get it more if it was like a fatality kind of, like he can punch like a normal person, because apparently he can't. I've never watched the anime, but apparently he can't actually
Do
like
the serious punch, the serious...
Serious punch.
like
Yeah, the
apparently
serious-
he can actually
serious.
control how strong his punches are.
Aye.
So it would make sense if it was like a fatality kind of, where you'd verse your opponent and then at the end of it it's like, oh, like finish him off, and then he does the one punch thing. I would get that. But to actually add the one punch mechanic where you literally end your opponent in one punch, it's like, well, everybody's just basically just gonna pick Saitama, and it's like it's the first one to actually punch the person with the move. It's stupid.
Talking about anime games, it's a good segue onto me talking.
We're doing segues.
Yes,
all
we
day.
are currently Linus Tech Tips.
Can we just name this episode, please? Can we
Segway.
just segue.
No,
Segue.
we're doing it with swag. Call it Swagway.
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 Swagway for the boys.
Yeah.
Swagway onto My Hero Academia's My Hero One Justice. The first game was really only released like a few years ago, and now they're releasing a second game. I argue that should just be DLC, the second game.
Yeah, most of them should.
Because all I see is they're just adding in new characters.
Yeah.
To be fair.
That's what Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2's done. Like, a lot of people have said it's practically updating with so many new characters, so many mechanics, so much that like people have called Xenoverse 2 basically Xenoverse 2.5.
Aye.
But everybody, even me, I'm waiting for a Xenoverse 3, and I can't wait for what they come up with for the story mode.
Moving on, back since we're on the topic of
A
anime
Swagway.
games, yes, the Swagway. Azur Lane's game. The Azur Lane Crosswave game came out the 13th this month. It released. Let's see if I can find the score on Steam. It has 4,168 reviews. Those are mixed. They've got a mixed review set. Obviously,
What's the star rating?
I don't know. I'd have to hunt it up on like a website or something.
Never really heard of it.
It was only released this month, so it wouldn't really. It's got a 6 out of 10 on Steam.
Not bad. It's kind of good.
Yeah, you've got 9. I'm trying to find more about it. PC rating.
Like, is it based on an anime, or is it like
You've played Azur Lane, haven't you?
no?
That mobile game I got you to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's based off that.
Ah.
Right. Let's have a look. On Metacritic, there's no user score just yet. You've got one mixed review there at 70. However, nothing else is there. So, there's no online multiplayer. It's got a T rating. So, it's not all, from what I can see, not all too much on it. Which is depressing since I did want that game.
Ouch.
Yeah, I did really want the Assault Lane game.
Big oof. And anyway, a Swagway onto onto Swagway. So someone's made a Red Dead Redemption 2 hot coffee mod.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Okay, why?
Do I need to say any more?
Do explain why.
Do I need... Okay. So, you know the original hot coffee mod? Quote, mod from San Andreas?
Yes.
No.
I've heard of it, yes.
The only GTA games I've ever played are GTA was it San Andreas? San Andreas had like the
San Andreas had the hot coffee mod.
Like I don't really know. Like the last time I played San Andreas, I was like 14. I've only played San Andreas and GTA 5.
Well, let's put it this way. You could mute this bit in the recording if you want, Dan. Timestamp it if you wish. Because I'm going to explain what it is to
So, the hot coffee mod is...
So you can dry home in Red Dead Redemption. That's
yes.
funny.
You can...
Not a horse.
Not a horse. I mean,
Went.
considering you get to see and pretty much feel horse. Also timestamp.
What? Okay.
Well, not the balls, not the pee-pee.
You're not making. You're just digging your grave deeper, you know.
If it makes it any better, you can label it Ponus and Bajonjo.
Jonjo.
You wanna say, if you wanna say that word, just say Ponus or Bajonjo.
Pinus.
In San Andreas, it was the first girlfriend you got. In Red Dead Redemption 2, it's just any prostitute. You take her to a hotel and
go from there.
Yeah.
But was that right? San Andreas is the one where it says San Andreas in like neolite.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes, that is the game then.
Hang on.
Why is this called blinging? Why are you blinging? What? You're not told me what the notification is.
Hang on. Give me 1 second.
In other words, give him 10 hours. That's San Andreas.
I haven't played San Andreas for ages. All I remember is like GTA, like Grand Theft Auto, and then like words in like neolite on front of the thing.
So hang on.
Ballad of Gay Tony.
No.
I'm having a look at the cover now and the images. San Andreas. Is it the one in?
No.
I think I know which one. You mean. Vice City. Vice City.
Vice City. That was it.
I've just searched it up. Vice City's the one with the neon.
Yeah,
neon
the only games I've played are Vice City and 5. They're the only games I've played. I kind of had to go on Vice City because somebody else had it, and I just had to go on it. And I'm at level 61 on GTA 5.
I'm a level 120, 130-ish on Xbox and about the same on PC.
All right, smart art.
I've just found some very interesting image just coming onto the Azure Lane store here. The top
Jesus
image
Christ.
is amazing. Dorker. Oh no, these are actual art, like actual things you can buy. It's amazing. I've just flicked through and yes, you can only get San Diego. Is everything seriously sold out? Come on, there's got to be something.
Anyway, so talking about new games. Anyway,
a Swagway.
Into another Swagway. I've been playing a new game recently that has a sequel from its Xbox 360 predecessor. Maybe PS3, not that sure. It is called. The first installment was called One Finger Death Punch.
Okay. There is a mobile version of that, isn't there?
No idea.
Why do I imagine just someone just going up to someone else, just touching them with a finger and they're exploding?
Do it like 1 minute. I know Ian's as young as a kitten on steroids, but
what?
How old are you?
I am.
You may know what I mean. Do you remember when you used to just go on the internet and just go on flash games and you would fight and you would fight with like stick men?
Yeah.
I have played One Finger Death Punch. One Finger Death Punch is on the Google Play Store.
No word of a lie, it's amazing. Like all you have to do, the only controls you have are literally B and X, and that's it.
Why couldn't they have done it on like the right bumpers or the right sticks rather than B and X?
Because I don't know.
Can you remap them?
No idea. I don't think you can.
I was gonna say, this game looks like Smash, and the next image I clicked on, it says Power Smash.
Well, talk about
so from your perspective, from the player's perspective, if the enemy is coming to your right, you would press B. If the enemy's coming to your left, press X. But from the character's perspective, it's left. If it's coming from his left, press B. Right, X. Basically, if the enemy comes up, you would have to press that button, and it's really fast paced. It literally warns you not to mash the buttons because you will literally die if you do. And you can literally do backflips. You can cause X-rays. You can where you hit someone, you can see a skeleton. You can take weapons and slice people up. They've literally brought out a version 2 where it's called One Finger Death Punch 2, and it's literally One Finger Death Punch 1 hyped up to 10. It's an amazing game.
You've essentially just grabbed the intensity dial and just threw it out the window.
It's no word of a lie. The first time I seen the fact that it was coming out, it's already out, by the way, if you want to get it. The first time I seen it come out, I seen a trailer. Literally, like, you can use chainsaws in this thing. Last time I played from One Finger Death Punch, I was using like a Neo nunchucks. This game has chainsaws. It has, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, it has Cabal's weapons, the hook swords. It has a stick with a blade on it. You can have katana. You can, if you're in some cases, if you're on a low health, a golden sword literally rises from the heavens and it just gives it to you.
On to segue of
Swagway.
Swagway rather of merchandise.
It's my girl.
Yes,
It's an
I've
awesome
just bought
game. It's an awesome game. That's what I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, using this Swagway onto anime merchandise, I've just decided to have
It's
a
my
look
girl.
on Amazon. I'll send it the same link to you, Jack, if you wish to have a look on Amazon. It is the Raftalia Netroid.
You can give her a pouty face. I
Yes,
need this.
I hope you enjoy, Dan. But there you go. It is £46.56 with free delivery. She was originally £47.52. I saw her and I was like, right, I must send this to Dan. You've even got a Saber one as well. I want Saber. I need Saber. I need the Glutton. Saber is like...
They're doing Albedo one as well.
Yeah, they've got Albedo, they've got...
Talking about figures, the one I really want Mortal Kombat figures. They're high quality as high quality you can get.
Hey Dan, they're doing a Stolful one.
They're doing a what?
An Astolful figure.
What character is that again?
The Trap.
Oh yeah.
They've got a Diva one.
I know that I've got a Diva one. Of course they have a Diva one.
£75.
I'm not paying that much for my baby.
You would if it was Raftalia, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
They've got Widowmaker, they've got 02 on here, they've got Sonico, they've got Genji and Zenyatta.
How much is Zenyatta?
72 also. 72
I'm not.
£7.
I'm not paying that much for my golden nut boy.
Behold my golden ball. But I thought I'd have a look at some Azor Lane figures because I do want to get some more.
Talking about figures.
I thought you were going to say talking about nuts there.
Nuts.
Well.
Ooh, that's adorable.
Nice Swagway. Guess what I bought my sister and her fiance for Christmas?
A soul?
I haven't got one. Anyway.
You're the devil.
Of course I am.
Go to hell and grab one.
I bought my sister and her fiance Crash and Coco figures.
Oh.
In duck form.
Oh yeah, I love those ducks.
I found
there was a dude reviewing like, oh, these are the Christmas gadgets you should get for Christmas. These are gadgets you should get for Christmas. And I see, and he's like reviewing these duck things that look like Crash and Coco. You get Cortex, you get Engine, and I was just like, I was thinking about getting a because you know those Crash models that you can get that can hold your controller.
Aye.
I was wanting to find someone who could do 3D print one for us, but with Coco because my sister wanted one. But I couldn't find anybody who was like. Every time I kept finding someone who were like, "Oh, you have to pay a ridiculous amount of money," or "Oh, I would love to, but no." And I was like, "Just just help me." But anyway, so I seen that, I was just like, I know what I'm getting.
That is amazing. That is Kate. Have a look at that second Amazon link I've just sent you, Dan. That is a Tegel from Azor Lane. £30 for the figure.
I just had a look at it.
I want it. It's a Tegel.
I want the Cade duck.
Yeah, Cade duck. You know the platelets from Cells at Work? I don't think.
Maybe.
There's figures, £16. They're adorable. I have a weakness for cute things. I don't know why.
Same here, but they don't have a weakness for fat people, so I'm alone.
Oh god, but there's honestly all sorts out here. Hey Dan, do you want a Lucy figure?
Not really, no, since she's even, yeah, she has less uses than Aqua.
Oh, that says something. Do you want Mikan from Deliveroo? I love that anime. I'm actually gonna hunt some figures down.
If you want to order a DMG04, go to McDonald's and get the following, and just a McDonald's recipe. Ricockus was like replied saying like, "Bruh, seeing no onion hurts my soul." DMG replies, "Want a 12-minute video explaining how and why I order this?"
Oh my god.
Just wondering, is she as more useless than Sasuke's wife?
Oh, so that's more useless than Sakura. Oh my.
I've never watched Naruto. I want to get into it, but actually the first time I said I want to get into it, people just said, just prepare for Sakura constantly saying, "Oh, I'm not useless. I can do as good as you can." But she's going to be useless. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
They're just like, please just don't waste your time investing in her. And I'm like, I'm going into it investing in Sasuke. Even though people keep saying, oh, he's just Vegeta, but more emo. And I'm like, I love Vegeta.
Is that because he matches your soul? Dark.
No one mocks my pride. I am Vegeta.
I mean, there's all sorts of anime I do want to get into. I mean, there's all sorts out there, but it's just finding the time and like the patience.
Right. Have you ever watched Naruto?
No.
Right. You know what us three should do? Us three should watch Naruto.
That's probably not going to happen for me, like.
Why not?
Dan's a very busy man.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Well,
He's got a life. He's got one of these things called a social life. Something.
Oh, damn it.
Don't
Well, Ian, what us two should do, from now till the next podcast, we should watch Naruto, the very first season of it, and just keep doing that, and just keep trying to review it until the next podcast, if you want.
If you want to do that, go ahead. I've got many anime I actually need to get through. I've got a full list of them. I need to try to get through them at some point. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I mean, I've just finished the first season of Mob Psycho.
What was that like?
I've really enjoyed it.
Did you?
I wasn't expecting the fight scene of the last episode. Like,
Really? No.
no,
It's
an anime that you should watch.
Oh, I have to put that down because I know that it's got the second season now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Mob Psycho 102. That's just come out. So.
My mate Natural warned me. He was like, "Dude, you're gonna love it, but just prepare for the very first season to be absolutely boring." I was like, "Oh god."
Well, is this a Mob Psycho?
No, Naruto.
Naruto. Ah.
Apparently, Naruto, the very first season, like some parts of the first season of Naruto are very, very slow.
I thought same as Ian. I thought you were talking about Mob Psycho.
Yeah, I would.
I've never seen it. I don't even know what it is.
Well, I guess you've got someone to culture then, Dan. You've got someone to tutor. Oh, I gotta find a figure I want, but the price. It's Kurome Tosaki from Date Alive, best girl. £117.
Jesus.
It's free. She's got free delivery though.
Oh, shit, I've closed down Chrome. Also timestamp.
You idiot.
God damn it.
Oh, Dan.
Okay, that just slipped out.
You absolute knacker.
So, is the podcast down?
Oh, no, we're probably still recording.
Yeah.
Probably still going. How long How long of it?
Another 5 minutes.
Another 5 minutes. It's not that bad a length.
I still have like three different news two different news stories to go through.
Well, let's crack on. Come on.
So, have you guys heard about the specs of the new Xbox?
No, I haven't.
I've seen IGN talk about what they would like the new features to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I've heard.
And I've seen so many, and I'm like, yeah, I would love that. I'm actually before I see thinking about Xbox 360, Xbox. I'm not even
Series
calling
X.
it Series X. I'm not even calling it Series X.
I'm just calling it Xbox.
I've just called it the Xbox SX or just the XSX.
I'm just.
That doesn't sound too bad. The SX.
What's the code name for it again?
Scarlet.
Scarlet.
No.
I'm just gonna call. Was that not
No.
the
No,
1X?
You're thinking of Scorpio. Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Was X.
Scorpio is the
Scorpio's
1X. Or if you use the Xbox One X and using the acronym, it spells Xbox. But anyway.
So apparently the actual hardware inside it, specifically the GPU is on par with like an RTX 2070, 2080.
Really?
Apparently the thing's meant to be like running a gaming PC.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially all it is.
I mean,
apparently, it's got like 12 teraflops or something.
Yeah. Apparently it's on par with like a 2080 and would probably fit under a desk instead of on a desk.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking.
Will Steam support it so I can use
probably
that as a
not.
PC?
No. Also, the specific feature I want to talk about. I think it's called Smart Delivery. I know that the new Cyberpunk game is going to support it. If you, I assume, buy a game digitally, because I don't think it would work if you buy a physical copy. If you buy a game digitally, you would be able to access it on the next generation console as well as the current generation of console.
So you can cross-play it.
So like, let's say I play Cyberpunk 2077 on my Xbox One. Then I get a Series X. I already own the game on Series X because I've played it on the One.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who knows whether your progress will carry over? But you know,
I'm waiting for the PS5 to be announced to what it looks like, because if the leaks are true, and the PS5 looks like that toilet seat that people keep bloody showing me, I ain't getting it.
It isn't. I think that's supposed to be the dev kit, though.
Hopefully.
Because obviously the dev kit will be different to the.
Yeah, obviously.
I think it's styled like that so that you can more easily stack PS4s on top of each other, and still have sufficient coolant for all the components. Theoretically.
In theory.
But it just looks horrible. It looks like a toilet seat.
I mean, the SX is looking more like a PC tower than anything else.
Fits under your table instead of on a desk.
Yeah, with its height and all that. So.
People of IGN have said, which probably might happen. IGN have said that one of the features they want to see is for the top, the green glow on the top to change at will, so you can change it to different colors.
Oh, it has chroma. It has RGB chroma. That's nice.
I hope it's got RGB.
They say one of the features is that you can change the green into whatever color you want. There was a feature they said that I really liked. Now imagine this. Imagine if you can customize the noise that when you press your Xbox to play, to switch it on.
Oh.
Because apparently they've done that before, because the custom Xbox 360 that came out for the Star Wars game
Yeah, that had
was
a custom one.
They had a custom one because when you pressed it, it sounded like R2D2.
Yeah, I know that the Gears of War version of 360 had its own special startup chime. I didn't personally own it. It was my parents because they were using it as a media one. So,
Speaking of some good old games, it's a good Swagway onto
the last bit.
onto something else I want to talk about before we end off this podcast. Good old games is refund policy.
So this is the end of the podcast. We've now had a nice day here, haven't we?
We're not there yet, man. Just wait.
Do we have to?
Come on.
Oh God.
Last bit. Come on.
The GOG's new refund policy is that if you can refund a game anytime up to 30 days after you've bought it. Compared to Steam's with 2-week window, and you can't play more than 2 hours.
Yeah, which I think Steam might really need to change, considering if you.
I mean, realistically, CD Projekt Red's refund policy here, I feel like people are going to abuse it though.
Yeah, they would. They'd just abuse it.
They're going to play like so many, like they're going to complete a game, then just refund it.
Whereas at least with Steam, they have got that failsafe of you can only play.
Yeah, you can only play it for 2 hours.
Weirdly enough, I've actually got anime and game-related news. I think the anime... I don't even think it's an anime. I think maybe just a cartoon. I think that... I know it's getting a game adaptation, but I think Samurai Jack's getting a new series.
Oh.
And I know they're bringing a game out.
Okay, so you Samurai Jack fans... Well, there you go.
The series, not sure, but I've seen a trailer for the Samurai Jack game, and I'm like, huh, not bad. The graphics are mint. The graphics are cool. It looks like it's it looks like you're it's mint.
Like some companies can obviously just make it fit with the original.
It's like 3D, but it's cool. I've seen, Dre. Do you know how people are like? Do you know how Crash has been like rehashed and like done like reboots and all that?
Yeah.
Somebody did a a fan redid the Crash Wrath of Cortex. Either that or Cortex Strikes Back. Which is the one? Technically, Crash 5. It's Crash 4.
I don't know.
It's basically the one that was made where Crunch came into it. That one. For all you Crash Bandicoot fans, somebody redid that and put new graphics in and all that. I looked at it and I was like, no one wants that. That game's absolutely horrible. I never liked it. And with new graphics, it just looks worse.
That's the thing. Some people, like, it's all personal preference, you know?
Yeah.
No.
And on that note, I need the toilet, so we're going to end off this episode here.
Well,
hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We'll see you in the next one.
In the next.
Bye!